Mr. Blake and Letitra, I have to ask, how is Jacob doing? How is he this morning?
You know, Jacob got shot in his back 7 times. So I can only expect he's doing as someone would that had gotten shot in their back 7 times. I know he's gone under a lot of stress, trauma, and he is probably very exhausted. He's medicated heavily for the pain. So, I mean, that's how he's doing.
Yeah. Mr. Blake, have you been able to have any conversations with your son, or is he just not at this point able to do that?
He's, yesterday he was in and out, he's heavily sedated. There's no doubt about it. So you might get 2-3 minutes of clarity and then nothing else for the rest of the conversation.
Yeah, that must be incredibly difficult, and our thoughts are with you. Mr. Crump, given all of this, can you provide some clarity? We've been talking about sort of the political atmosphere that has overlaid this. I spoke with Mark Meadows, who said the president was in touch with the family's pastor. The press secretary said this morning there has been outreach on the part of the White House, but they haven't been able to connect. Ben, what is the status of a potential conversation between Mr. Blake's family and President Trump?
Well, Hallie, thank you for this. The world knows I am representing Jacob Blake and his family. My office have received no calls to set up any kind of meeting. I know when Vice President Biden and Senator Harris wanted to make contact with the family, they simply called my office and we coordinated such a meeting. But right now, this family is not focused on politics. Hallie, they are focused on trying to help a young man who has 7 bullets go through his spinal cord, fracture his vertebrae, go into his colon. He lost his colon. Go into his small intestine. He lost most of his intestines. Go into his arm. Go into his kidney. They were able to save his kidney. 2 holes in his stomach. He's lost functions of his bowels. He's lost functions of his male organs. And he is devastated knowing that he can't move his legs and that his 3 young boys witnessed him being shot in that car. They age 8 years old, 5 years old, and 3 years old. And so you can only imagine the psychological damage these babies are going to have for the rest of their lives. And the 8-year-old birthday, how is birthday going to be for the rest of his life?
And it is a litany of obviously difficulties that Jacob faces. And I want to talk to you about some of those, Mr. Blake. But Letitra first, do you want to talk? I mean, I know that Vice President Biden and Senator Harris had reached out. Do you have any interest in speaking with President Trump?
Being that my parents are here and living, and they're actually the head of this, that would be something that they would have to decide. It's not for me to decide. I'm definitely here to speak up for my brother.
Yeah. We don't want politics to rule.
I don't want politics. This is not about politics. This is about my son.
Yeah. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Why don't you subscribe? It's really easy. Just click on that button down there. And for more news from MSNBC, click on any of these videos here for the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more videos from MSNBC with our newsletters. Head over to msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up.